us around. We're not gonna settle down. I never worry, 'cause I'm out of my mind.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another video with Morgan Lindsey Fit. It's a beautiful day. We are about to head to the gym. It is like 8:22. I started the deeper part of my mini cut, I would say, so figured I would take you guys through a full day of eating, except for I already had one thing. I just had a rice cake. I tend to do this like right when I wake up just because I'm starving usually, so I just did this with a little bit of almond butter, and that was like right at 7 o'clock. So it's 8:22 now. I had some coffee. It is actually freezing in Florida, so I'm going to have a little bit more coffee and then take that to the gym with me and use that as my pre-workout. And yeah, I'm going to do my cardio and training, not fasted, but just from the rice cake, because I want to save the rest of my food for when I get back. So the boys are hungry, they're eating, I'm moving, so it's pretty empty up in here. So yeah, that's the plan, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.
I've been moving calm, no start, no trouble with me. Tryna keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cut on me. You know how I like it when you loving on me.
Alright, so just got back from the gym. As you can see, I'm having oatmeal with 1 serving of egg whites, and then I'm having a cup of egg whites with some spinach for my protein. So yeah, that's what we are having basically for meal 1, and it's 11:45.
No start, no trouble with me. Tryna keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cut on me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. I guess I see the things that they be wishing on me. I hope I got some sisters that outlive me.
Alright, I'm about to go train. I just did cardio earlier. So I am having a little Jello with a tad bit of fat-free whip. This stuff is like my favorite thing ever. So this is what we're gonna have for my snack. It's like no calories. It's like 1 gram of protein and like 1 carb. This is what we got for the last meal. Waffles. Low carb waffles. Alright, so we're about to do like a little taste test here. This is the sugar cookie one by Yasso. So let's try it. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so freaking good. That's dangerous. Alright, the next one is up is the peppermint crunch. It looks like this. It's got so much texture in there, like, I love me some ice cream. Especially on that time of month, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Okay. If you like chocolate mint, it literally tastes like that. So good. So, I got my coffee here. I wanted to wrap up this video. Sorry if I look like a hot mess, you know. I'm just doing my best here to just get some content out. So, this is how I look majority of the time. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I'm usually just chilling. So, this is what you get with me. Anyway, I wanted to kind of give you guys an update of how everything is going with me post-show. So I am in a very weird state mentally at the moment. You know, before I started competing, let's rewind a little bit. I have always been extremely focused on the scale, how much I weigh. I would literally walk in public and lift up my shirt to see how flat my stomach was. At the time, my mom was like, Morgan, I swear, if you do that again in public, like, it was just weird. And I would weigh myself throughout the day, and if I got to a certain number, like, I would just stop eating. This was probably in high school, because in middle school, I was a little bit overweight, I would say. I think a lot of that was from like drinking soda. So when I got to high school, I stopped drinking soda and I started just like losing weight. I've always kind of been a small petite person, but I got very obsessive in high school and I restricted a lot of calories. I went to college, I started drinking. I think that was my heaviest I had been. I definitely gained weight from drinking. I really wasn't into like working out at that time. I always played sports in high school, but I really wasn't like in the gym like consistently working out. And then, you know, fast forward even more, I graduated school, I was still struggling. Like, I still am so focused on what I'm eating for the most part. Like, I'm trying to get better, but I think that it's so hard when that's just like, I feel like that is just how my mind works. That's why you have to be very careful. You know, me being a coach and having clients that deal with this, some people are very food focused. Some people aren't. Some people can intuitive eat, some people don't think about it, but everyone is so different. So you kind of just have to like go off of what your personality is. It hasn't changed in years. It's still the same way. We can only do things to try to make it better. The more you know, the better you can respond to those emotions and the way that you feel. So, you know, fast forward until when I got into competing. Competing is always something that I wanted to try, but I felt like I was getting to the point where, you know, in the back of my head I wanted to compete, but I knew I would get really, really skinny, right? So I started competing and I hired a coach and everything went well, but then I did fall in love with the sport. And then from there, I felt like competing has really helped me manage those thoughts because, you know, tracking and being able to consistently know what I'm eating allowed like that stress that I was constantly thinking about to kind of go away, right? So I just kept competing. And I really feel like mentally I was at a point where I really wasn't competing for me anymore. In fact, like my first pro season, I was sad most of the time because I'm a person that I'm a type A. I'm very hard on myself. I was expecting a certain outcome and, you know, I can't complain. It was my first season. I did as best as I could, but this girl's got a lot of muscle. I need to take time off. I need to get my calories much higher than they were because when you keep competing, in order for your body to keep responding, you have to keep lowering calories. And I just got to a point where, you know, I want a break, and I'm taking a long break because there's so much more than your outside image. And I've just been working on those emotions because you see yourself as this stage lean, but it's not something that's attainable. So you want to find, and I know that there's people that are like balance this, balance that. There's no balance. There is a balance. You have to mentally be happy with yourself because I was mentally happy when I was competing that I was getting to, you know, this stage lean. I had a goal, you know, I accomplished something, but that's not a realistic long-term goal. So I always encourage my clients, especially my lifestyle clients, that we need to find like a happy balance because if you're constantly cutting and you're constantly, you know, in this state where you feel hungry, I mean, that's not the best place to be in either. So right now I'm in this state where I am trying to find a happy medium, and I'm really trying to focus on intuitive eating but tracking at the same time. So I kind of know what I'm eating because I still track it, but I'm trying to focus on my hunger cues because I feel like if I don't track, I'm not there yet. I'm not in a place where I can completely let go of it. And I think it's like good to know. I mean, I've been doing this for long enough. I know what I'm eating, but when you have anxiety, food anxiety, taking away that tracking can be difficult. So I did it for the past 8 weeks where I didn't really track that much, and it just I started feeling like all that anxiety again. So, you know, you gotta try different things, and that's kind of what I'm doing, because I wanna be more than just so focused on my outside image, if that makes sense. You really just have to do things for you, and I encourage you to do whatever makes you happy. And right now, I'm just trying different methods, and I hope that it's inspiring to some, because we look at people and we're like, oh, they have it together and they're so happy, and you know, but we all have these things that we go through, you know? We just don't put them out on the internet and shout them out to the whole world, but at the same time, we still struggle with that. And body image is a huge deal nowadays. I mean, we're constantly looking at ourselves, constantly taking pictures. I mean, having to take pictures for Instagram all the time, you know, I've noticed that sometimes, you know, I don't want to take a picture because I don't necessarily like the way that I look, but at the same time, like, I know I need to post a picture, and so it just gets very overwhelming. So, you know, life is so much more than all of this. So we got to look at the bigger picture, take baby steps. Right now I'm taking baby steps in my off season. What is up, guys? I just got my lashes redone. It's been like 3 weeks. This is actually the next day from what you guys just saw from my full day of eating. So that's kind of what I'm eating right now to finish out like this mini cut, my meals. I'm the type of person where I like to kind of eat the same thing every day. So I will say though, this mini cut has been a tad bit challenging. Not gonna lie. Just to like get the weight off. I've always been like super consistent with like reversing and my macros, and I just feel like because I was more lenient, been going out to eat more, like not tracking as consistently, I felt like it was super hard for me to kind of get the weight off quicker. Granted, it's only been 3 weeks and I'm down. I finally broke below 120, and it's fine because honestly, like, I like the way that I look right now. I prefer to have a little bit more curves now. I just kind of wanted to get a little bit tighter and then be able to reverse properly until I start prep again, which probably is going to be in like May, April-ish time frame. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. That's kind of, like I said, I eat the same things pretty much every day. I eat pretty healthy for the most part. Yeah, so that's pretty much the update. I'm gonna do this mini cut up until Christmas pretty much. I am still like going out like once a week and drinking. I try to keep it to like 2 to 3 drinks, but I still am trying to enjoy myself while being super consistent with my macros. So yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I'm definitely gonna try to be more consistent with everything. Yeah, so that is my update for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and your support like always. Love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in the next video.